For them to come out to a lead and do what they did, I thought the defense did a great job on a lot of the sudden change situations. Having those 4 turnovers in the second half is something we absolutely have to clean up. My favorite part is guys just stayed together, right? Nobody flinched, nobody blinked. They ended up tying the game up. And then what can you say about take a sack on the first down, hit Cooper for a big play on the second play of the drive, and then really, even though we got the clock stoppage, thought there was a chance we'd get a pressure right there, and for Matthew to be able to kind of throw off drift, hit Cooper down the pipe, then be able to get it clocked, and then Matt to be able to respond and knock it true as time expired. I mean, it's just the epitome of a team game. Really excited to be able to get back to SoFi in front of our fans, host the NFC Championship against what we know is a great opponent in the San Francisco 49ers. Tremendous respect for the Bucs, reigning world champs. They gave us everything and more, but hats off to them. Really excited for our players. They did a great job, and that's why you play 4 quarters and try to finish that game out. But that was something else. It was incredible, Sam. They ended up getting the pressure off. They kind of hit it from depth. Matthew recognized it. Cooper was on kind of a vertical route right down the pipe, and he put great trajectory on it. Cooper was able to dig out and run underneath it. And then the rest is history. It felt like that ball hung up for about 12 seconds. But those guys did a great job. I thought Matthew Stafford was unbelievable throughout the whole day. Just his poise, his command, his demeanor, his decision-making. We put a lot on him. They present a lot of different things. Really not exclusive to the pass downs, but on early downs as well. And Matthew got us in and out of a lot of the right stuff. And what can you say about Cooper's response? Still have tremendous faith and confidence in Cam Akers. He's going to be a great player. Be a couple plays that he wants back, and then we had the little miscommunication on the one snap after we end up getting the turnover, in their territory, and those are things that can't have, but we were able to overcome it, and I'm excited for those guys.
John, what comes to your mind is just the collection of errors are happening in the second half as far as how your guys were handling the pressure from a mental standpoint?
Yeah, I thought I said this has got to be a dream, Josina. But our guys just kept battling. I mean, the defense, their response after a lot of the bad situations that the offense put our guys in, they just kept responding, and then they found a way. Okay, they ended up tying it up, and then the offense responds. And special teams comes back after an uncharacteristic missed field goal where we had a chance to go up 17 points, and it's that's why you play 4 quarters. It's a team game. I love this team. I love the way that they stay connected, they stay together, and certainly those are things that we have to clean up, Josina, as you move forward, into the NFC Championship, but we'll take it, and it's a lot easier to clean up after you find a way to get it done.
Sean, as a lot of players are walking down the tunnel into the locker room, a couple of them are telling each other, I knew we could do it, I never doubted. What does that say about what Matthew Stafford is able to do at the end of the game with the ball in his hands?
Well, I think that it's the confidence in themselves. We always talk about trust yourself, trust your teammates, and that's what these guys do. And they buy into it. They know that the preparation can be alignment with having a quieted mind. All the things that go on, let's be totally and completely present. What can we control? It's a 27-27 game. If we find a way to get into field goal range, feel all the confidence in the world in Matt Gay and Matthew and and the rest of the offensive guys did an outstanding job putting our kicking unit in position, and 30-27.
What you like most about your defense?
I just like the way that they respond. I thought they put great pressure on them all day, and I thought in some of the sudden change situations that they were put in, to hold them to field goals on a handful of times. Some of the turnovers, I thought the turnover by Nick Scott was a huge play. I mean, you really look at it, we missed some opportunities where the defense did a great job getting the offense short fields, and we come away with no points. And so those are tough things, but again, I'm really just proud of this group. I love the resilience. You talk about what's one thing that all successful people have. There's a mental toughness. There's a resilience that accompanies that. They navigate through the tough times, and sometimes that occurs within the framework of a game, and that's what we saw today.
For moments like that, is that why you guys went out and got that?
Well, I'll tell you what, he certainly delivered in a big way today, Gary. And, whether it's why you go get him, always had a lot of confidence in Matthew. That never wavered. It never wavered, the confidence he had in himself, the teammates, the coaches. And, man, he had a look in his eye. I mean, if you just look at what an awesome thing it was to see him clock that, and he basically knew, all right, Matt's going to come in and finish this thing off. But Matthew did a great job. He's our leader. Love him. What a great competitor. And what an outstanding job he did on a huge stage today against the reigning world champs. Yeah, if I said it, I get fined. That was exciting, though. No, I mean, when you're going through those kind of things, the range of emotions and excitement, and then you're saying, okay, well, let's finish this off. Got ourselves in position, but we got to go finish it. Good snap, good hold. Kick goes in, and then there was a lot of excitement. And now, you really enjoy this, and then we got to get ready for a team that we know has been a really tough matchup for us. They've done an outstanding job, and it's going to be a great game. Yeah, I think it's really confidence in Cam, but we do have confidence in Sony. It was tough to really be able to get anything in the run game going. They did a nice job, but always talk about that, to be able to have that great ball security, especially when you're in those 4-minute situations where you're trying to really just run the clock out, but still knew we needed to compete and wanted to be able to do that. He was making a tough run, as he's kind of pulling through it, got a little bit away from him, and this defense does an outstanding job attacking at the football. Great learning ops, and I know he'll learn and he'll respond the right way from it. I think it's great. I can't wait to see the fans show up, and Mr. Kroenke's house that he built, to be able to do this in the first year that fans are here. It's going to be a special opportunity to go put together a good performance, a great week of preparation, and then watch our guys go shine against a great opponent next week, Bill. No, there was some factors depending upon which direction you were kicking that made it a little bit more difficult, but that's news to me. Pretty awesome. It's the last 2 times he's been back here, he ends up hitting game winners when we end up winning by 3, and so he's been great. He's been clutch. I'm so glad for him that he got an opportunity to come back from an uncharacteristic miss. Those are things that inevitably occur. How do we respond? He did a great job in addition to the other 10 guys around him. So really happy for Matt.
Last one, guys. Was there any point in that game when you felt comfortable? When you went up 27-3, were you thinking, okay, we've got this?
Can I say yes? No. It got to 27-27. I think the thing is there was a lot of uncharacteristic errors that occurred that allowed them to be able to get back in the game. That being said, they forced some of those. They did a good job being able to get points on the board, and so they're a great team. Got tremendous respect for them. I just love the way that we found a way at the end. Now we know we've got to minimize those things, Gary, but I think we all know it's much easier to be able to clean those things up when you find a way to get it done, and that's why you just continue to play each snap. You be totally and completely present, and you don't eliminate yourself, and a lot of things that we can look at, but I'm just excited to continue to be able to work. Okay, thanks, guys.
All right, so Rams win, they advance, they'll play at home, they'll host the NFC Championship game. That's right. They're the 4 seed, and they're going to host the NFC Championship game. And it'll be a third meeting. Rams, San Francisco 49ers. Niners, who are the 6th seed, swept the Rams, including in the final week of the season when they needed that win and came back from down 17-0 just to get in the playoffs. And now they're going to be playing for a Super Bowl berth. Congratulations to the Rams.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.